Well, time to focus on business now with the markets looking good this morning. Business editor Mike Eppel joins us now. Mike, it's been several days now that the Toronto Stock Exchange seems to be up.
5 days in a row, Mike, as we have seen this summertime advance. You know, the old adage, sell in May and go away. Well, that worked a little bit at the start of the summertime, but not so much recently, as we've seen a powerful market advance here for not just the TSX, but also on Wall Street, where the NASDAQ hit its latest record high yesterday, fueled by the power of Netflix, as shares of that company jumped 16%. And overseas, it has been about the Greek debt relief rally. European markets are higher for an 8th day in a row. And this morning, the German parliament, known as the Bundestag, decided that they would pass the debt relief plan for Greece now. That is just the framework agreement. It will still require 5 or 6 weeks of negotiations, they figure, and some pushback from the International Monetary Fund, which actually would like to forgive Greece for some of its debts, because they figure they can't pay it anyway, so why not do that? But a lot of German lawmakers are against that idea. So that's your market backdrop, and it is to the upside again this morning. And we're watching shares of Google take off like a rocket right off the bat, up by 13%. Its earnings after the bell last night, very strong, almost $4 billion in profit, sales up 11%. They're spending more money, but the pace of spending growth has actually slowed down a little bit, even though as they work on autonomous cars, self-driving cars, that sort of thing. Google's making lots of money. Not a huge surprise. Stock reflecting that this morning. We do have some inflation data in from Stats Canada. The inflation rate at a 1% reading for June year over year. No surprise. Of course, the Bank of Canada cut interest rates earlier this week by another 0.25%, and we are waiting, sounds of crickets, for the big banks to cut mortgage rates. They have yet to do so. Remember, back in January, they took their sweet time to do that back then, and they didn't cut the full 0.25%. We're not expecting a full 0.25% or anything like that, but we could see some moves on mortgage rates and borrowing sometime, maybe next week. We'll wait and see. Mike, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. That's business editor Mike Eppel. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.
BT's Market Report is brought to you by 660 News.